Hey everyone, my name's Amanda. I'm kinda new here. Well, kinda. See, this is our house, so. Anyway, I'm trying something new. You see, I have a ton, can you see those? Of peppers, tomatoes, onions. So peppers, tomatoes, onions. I have some garlic, I have some jalapenos, like pickled jalapenos, and a blender. It's that time of year. What do you do with all that stuff? Well, you make salsa. Hey everyone, first thing I want to do is say hello, Miss Matilda. What I'm doing is I am taking some poblano peppers. I don't remember how I did. I think it was like 4 or 5. And because poblanos are like the Russian roulette of peppers, they're either hot or they're not. And if they're super spicy, you don't want to be like putting in contacts right afterwards or going to the bathroom. I mean, I may have done this once or twice. It's awful. So I've learned my lesson, and I use gloves. So what I'm doing is I'm cleaning out the seeds. I am putting the seeds in my garbage bowl. Really, it's not garbage. I throw it in my compost bin. But yeah, I got the concept from Rachel Ray years ago. I just didn't pay for a garbage bowl. I just went into my cupboard and said, hey, there's one. Yeah, so the inside of the pepper is called placenta, and that sounds gross. So, yeah, that I just took out the seeds, left the membranes, and it's kind of fun, actually. You just get to rip apart. It's like an animal. Sound effect was too far? Maybe? Yeah, sure. Oh well, it was fun. Yeah. You may hear a helicopter in the background here. I live near a National Guard dealie. I really cut a lot of peppers. Wow. Yeah, so I'm listening to a helicopter, is basically. All right. There's still more peppers. So it looks like I did like 5 or 7. You do however many you think you want to do, but if you want to make a salsa like this. The big thing is I have all these peppers. Oh, and onions. We've moved on to onions. I've made this faster because if you've ever tried peeling an onion with with gloves, that's hard. I mean, and those were some potent onions, and my husband brought down, you see him in the background, he brought down a fan because I was like, oh, my eyes. Yeah, so onions, peppers, pretty much everything is kind of whatever you think it is. And I grew all this stuff except for the, pickled jalapenos and the garlic because those are in jars. But, so yay, getting rid of stuff, and it's all things that I made. I mean, I didn't really make the onions, but I put them in the ground, and I watered them, and then I waited for them to get bigger so we could eat them. So does that count as making them? I don't know about that. I did cut off all of the greens and the onion, like the green onion part, and I dried them so that way I could eat them too. But I didn't. That's another video, I suppose. But yeah, so I did speed this up to 2.5 times speed. It's definitely.
I didn't understand that.
My phone is talking to me. Okay, so I also took some tomatoes. I cut off the tops. I cleaned those off. That seriously was long and boring, so you don't have to watch that. But this here, I am putting them on a sheet pan because I like to state the obvious. And I did take the glove off of one hand, so I wasn't about to test the whole contact restroom theory in touching the peppers. You know, Russian roulette of peppers is how I put it. So that's fun. It's kind of, oh, now it's going in the oven. Look, I did it. It looks so pretty and colorful, and it's going under the broil part of the oven. Sticking it in the oven. And I let that be in there for about like 10 minutes. And then I flipped it over, did it for another 10, and that's what it looks like after the second 10 or 15 minutes. And basically, it's beautiful. It smelled so good. While that was broiling, I did put a raw onion in the salsa because, well, that just tastes darn good. Yep. And there's some juice left. I decided to hold off on getting rid of the juice for a second, or at least until I was done, mostly because I knew my husband would do the dishes. I mean, my lazy self was like, heck yeah. But in case we needed a little more liquid for the salsa, I also kept that. I mean, there was the reason, but then the benefit. So that was probably presented in a not a good way. But yeah, so it all looked really pretty coming out of the oven, and it smelled even better, but it was blistered. Oh, look, garlic. I had some minced garlic, and I just put a giant scoop of it in there. I didn't measure anything. Also did the same with jalapenos. I did put salt and chili powder in there. I did a teaspoon of salt, and I think it was 3/4 of a teaspoon of chili powder before I blended it all up. So, honey, taste this. Really? I'm surprised. Thanks. So there, I got it. Dubs gave me a thumbs up. He said, oh, F yeah. I mean, lots of other words that if you knew him in real life, you wouldn't expect him to say, that were all positive. So anyway, guys, if you like what you saw here, well, you know, like down there somewhere, subscribe. You could do that right over there. You know, leave a comment, encouraging, whatever. If you don't like this kind of content, well, tell me that too. Leave a dislike. You know what? Like it, dislike it. It doesn't matter. It all tells me what you want. Okay. So, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.